the land, making all these other plans. I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying to break you out of your own mind. I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying. Let's go back to being 17 before we lost it. I know you've been wondering, is this what I really wanted? I didn't think so. No, I didn't think so. Come a little closer, no. I'm trying to get through to you, break and make you follow everything you wanted. Go, just see how far you've really come. Wake up, baby, feel the sun. I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying to break you out of your own mind. I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying. Let's go back to being 17 before we lost it. I know you've been wondering, is this what I really
check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
The story, I never heard a reason why you make it awful for me through my own eyes. We're all ordinary. Days where I could not forgive your aggravation cast at me. Make days where I could find a grip, feel validated, and never giving you a day free from every word delivered with esteem. You never really got to know me, and maybe it'd be better to leave. Running off the beat.
shoulders, knees and toes, and mine barely. Just go from the sometimes we move a lot and like go into flows, and sometimes we stop. Those are the two things. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of like how I've tried to like things I'm saying. Where we went today? Sally's? Yeah, it was awesome. Like, that peach and teal, like, I'm super excited to see what it looks like. Teal in my, like, wardrobe. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I'm going to start with squat. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Right? Take a big breath in at the top. Exhale, sink your hips back. Hands come out in front of you. Squeeze your glutes at the bottom. Push your feet and all the way back up. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, slow on the way down. Good. Pushing through the base of the foot and all the way up. Good. Keep it going. A couple things you want to think about is you have 3 points of contact on your feet. So 1, 2, and 3. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. You have to think about how you're gripping the ground. When your hips come behind your heels, can you squeeze your butt on the way down and on the way up? So how does that work? Don't let your knees fall in or out. Let's do 2 more. All the way down and all the way down. Last one. Okay, we're going lunge pulses. Separate those legs out. 1 foot forward, 1 foot backwards. Hips are nice and square. Come up onto that back toe a little bit. Hips tuck under. Take a big breath into the top. Exhale, drop that knee down. Push to the front foot and all the way back up. Take a big inhale at the top. Exhale, slow on the way down. Good. Keep it going. Squeezing through the glutes. Exhale, pushing it down. Now you're trying to think about the front foot as your main source of stability. Ideally, you're looking at finding where everything is. Now you can see that V's going for a full straight leg as well, which is a variation of how you're moving forward. So how do you want to take your lunges today? Good. 2 more. Good. Last one. Solid. Let's switch it around. Whoop. Hips are nice and square. Take a big breath into the top. Exhale, slowly drop it down and squeeze it back up. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling, drop it down. Nice. Good. Strong through that front foot as much as possible. 2 more. Last one. Awesome. Coming all the way back through the center. Solid. All right, we're going to go for some froggy squats. Come to the front of your mat. Yeah. I like this. I have to peek around you. Knees are externally rotated. Good. Chest up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. Exhale, dropping down, wide legs through your froggy squat. Hands connect to the ground. Good. Step 1 leg back. Grow tall through your spine as much as possible. Make sure that your hips are square, back knees locked out, heels drop to the ground. Hold. Good. Back leg floats back up and stand all the way back to the top. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, dropping it down. Hands connect to the ground. Opposite leg pulls back. Oh, this is where you're in charge of your left and your right. Uh-oh. Leaving it up to you. Back hips are nice and square. Back leg is locked out. Heel can be pushing to the ground. Good. Back leg floats all the way up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slow on the way down. Hands connect to the ground. Opposite side. Keep it going. Hips are nice and square. You can sink the hips down, maybe a little bit lower and lift up through the chest, or you can think about locking the back legs out and thinking about elongating from your head to your toes. Good. Back leg comes all the way forward. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, slow on the way down. Hands connect to the ground. Opposite leg pulls back. Hold. Now, remembering to play around in it because it's your body. Everyone feels a little bit different. Let's go last one, back and forth, all the way forward. Inhale at the top. Exhale, drop it down nice and slow. And back leg steps back. That's it. Again, playing around with it. So how do you want to change it? Do you want to externally rotate the knee? Do you want to keep your knee nice and square? Do you want to drop the hips down? Good. Back leg comes all the way forward. Inhale at the top. Last one. Exhale, drop it down. Opposite leg back. Good. Hold. Breathe. Play around with it maybe a little bit. Nice. Back leg comes forward and all the way up. Whew. Breathe it out. All right. Move it around. Make sure that your hips are still feeling good. Come to the back of your mat. We're going in for a bit of a vinyasa flow. And we're going to take it nice and slow and play around with it. All right? Follow along. Feet are facing forward. Take a big breath in. Lift up nice and tall. Arms come all the way up. Maybe a slight back bend. Good. Exhale. Arms fall out to the side. Lift through the chest. Hinge at the hips. Hands connect to the ground. What does this feel like? So this is now trying to figure out how your forward fold feels. That one was hard to say. Move your neck around. Maybe bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg, and bending the other knee and straightening the opposite leg. Maybe moving back and forth. Your hips can kind of play into it as well. And walk forward all the way into downward facing dog. Hands walk forward nice and strong through the shoulders. Open through your thoracic area. Drop your heels down to the ground. Breathe. And now again, playing around here for a bit. So bending one knee, straighten one leg. Good. Bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. Take it back and forth. Play around with that. How does it feel? Awesome. Come back to neutral. We're going to start pike walking forwards. Bend one knee, take your heel in front of you, hold, and slowly shift. And then opposite foot comes forward, walk forward, and slowly shift. You're pike walking because you're forward folded into a pike, and slowly heel toeing all the way to your hands. Good. Bend into the knees and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head's the very last thing to come up. Solid. All right, to the back you go. Let's do it again. Ready? Take a big breath and lift up nice and tall. Open through slightly through that back. Send the hips forwards. Exhale, slightly go down. Hands start to connect to the ground. Forward fold. Nice. Move the neck around. Start to move the legs around. Bending into one knee, bend into the other knee. And let's walk it forward. Hands come all the way forward, downward facing dog. Good. Open through the shoulders. And play into your legs. Bend one knee, straighten one knee, back and forth. Keep breathing. And pike walk forwards. Nice and slow in that forward fold, heel toe hold. Heel toe hold. The holds are where really it gets you. Don't walk too fast through it. All the way to the front. When you're ready, bend the knees and roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Whoo! Breathe at the top, bringing blood back to the head. Last round, all the way to the back. Ready? Take a big breath in. Lift up nice and tall. Open through that back. Exhale, fold forwards. Hips hinge, hands come to the ground. Relax through the neck, move the hips around side to side, bending into the knees. Create it. It's your own. Create something with it, right? Do you want to keep your legs straight? Do you want to bend your knees more? Do you want to rotate your neck? What feels nice? Good. Walk the hands forward. Let's go into that downward facing dog. Open through the thoracic area. Play around with the legs. Do you want to move the shoulders? Do you want to bend into the knees? Do you want to lift through your hips? And let's pike walk it forwards, nice and slow. Remember to breathe. When your feet reach your hands, bend into the knees and roll it all the way up. Woo, good. Grab a quick 10-second drink of water and we're moving on. All right, we're moving on to our lateral stability and our balance. Sounds good? Take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Bend into the knees and shift yourself over to one side. Good. Take a look at your toe. Make sure you can see your toe. Outside hip is on. And then when you're ready, releasing the opposite foot so you're balancing fully on your main support leg. Good. If you're struggling, you're with the clan. Woo! If you dance it out, it feels better. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Good. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, drop it down and shift over to the side. Good. Take a look at your toe. Outside glute is working and let's go. All the way forwards and all the way backwards. Your hands can be in front of you. They can be opposites, however you need to feel that stability. This is a good time to laugh at yourself. 5, 4. Oh, I like the swimming. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax it out all the way back through center. Move the legs around. Tell your hips you love them. All right, we're going in for some balance. Ready? Feet right underneath hips. Slowly shift yourself over to one side. Glute is nice and squeezed. Take a big inhale. Exhale. One knee comes up. Grab with the hands. Lift up nice and tall. Give it a good squeeze into the chest. Good. Slow on the way down, just as important as on the way up. Shift over on the other side. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, lifting it up. Hands come to the knee. Give it a good squeeze. Good. Slow on the way down. And shift. Slow it over. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Grip. Yeah. Good. Slow on the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Slow on the way down. We're going to switch it up. We're still bending our knee, but we're leaning back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, lift up. Elbows are Nice and connected, and slowly lean back. Oh, don't fall. Good. Use your abs to come all the way back up and slow on the way down. Yeah. Good. Back over the side. Inhale at the top. Exhale, let's go. Connect and then lean back. Good. Use your abs to stand back up. Okay, last one, back and forth at your own pace. Play around with your range. Your base leg is always the one that you need to rely on because it's what's holding you up. So squeeze that glute. Make sure you're supporting that lower back. And stabilize yourself with your elbows and counterbalance to that upper body. Good. Coming all the way back through neutral. Relax it out. We're coming down onto our sides. Onto the ground we go. Woo! All the standing stuff. Hey, ladies, don't kick each other in the face. If you are near anything at home that is worth anything, move it away from you. We're coming down onto our sides. Bend through that bottom knee. Stabilize your head either lovely here or laying down all the way. Ready? Hands in front. Leg is lifted about a foot away from the ground. We're opening in the back first. Inhale, open through the heel. Exhale, lift and karate kick. Good. Inhale, opening it all the way up. Exhale, lift and karate kick. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lift and karate kick. Keep it going. Nice. Ideally, you're trying to send the hips forward as the heel goes back and vice versa. The hips go back as you're karate kicking up to your face. 2 more. Last one. Yeah, good. Switch sides. Over the other side. Bending through that bottom leg. Top leg is nice and engaged. Ready? Inhale, opening in the back first. Exhale, lift and kick. Inhale at the back. Exhale, lift and kick. Keep it going. You're about your hip height away from the ground, so about a foot away from the ground. Good. 2 more. And last one. Nice. All right, coming back onto your elbows. Nice. All right, we're going to go active today to see how it's working, all right? Bend into one knee up to your chest. Good. Extend the leg as far as you can. Try to straighten that knee, and if you can, add a little karate kick. Boop, at the top. Good, and then all the way back down. That's it. Good. Other leg. Bend, extend, hold. Try to straighten that leg, and karate kick. Whoop. Good, and back down. Let's go back and forth. Keep it going. Up and kick. Good. Take it at your own pace. The things you're looking for is that straight knee with the quad squeeze. Woo. And then that active lower core pulling it right up to your face. Good. Last one, back and forth. Last side. Lovely. All right, let's come into a forward fold. Bend forward and reach the ankles. Just play around with it, see how it's feeling. So what's happening there in your hips? What's happening in your hamstrings? Maybe rocking back and forth. Maybe dropping your chest up and down, just assessing for the day. Good. Flex the toes back towards the face. And again, play around with it. So now move it around. What happens side to side? What happens when you drop it up and down with the chest? Fantastic. Flex one toe and point one toe. And that flexed foot, you're going to send that hip behind you. So pull it slightly asymmetrical. Yeah. Good. Now let's go to the other side. Point the toe, flex the opposite toe, pull the hip behind you slightly. Good. Keep going back and forth. The flexed toe, dorsiflex toe is the one where the hip is pulling back and you're trying to feel the differences in the legs. So now, if you externally rotate your foot and internally rotate your foot, what does it feel like? Right? If you're playing around with it. And then same thing with the opposite side. Whoop, whoop, whoop. A lot of being flexible comes from the understanding of your own body. And then once you sink into the understanding of it, you realize it's actually just like your muscles' fear that are protecting these parts. And once you start figuring out that, hey, you're not, like, there's no gun held to your hip, it's not in danger. So just trying to figure out the ranges and being allowed to get there, that's your job. Good. Last one, back and forth. Good, and slowly roll yourself all the way back up. We're going for leg extensions. Grip your knee however you need to. You can grab it with your hands or you can take one arm behind the leg. Ready? Point the toe. Take a big breath and lift up nice and tall. And exhale, lift it up to your face. Yeah, slow on the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, lift the leg up. Good, keep it going. So, a couple things you're looking for is the actual tracking of your knee. So is your knee internally rotating or externally rotating? Are you able to keep it in line with your hip? Is it being lifted or is it sunk? And so you have to figure out where your body is comfortable, whether that's rounded or tall, and what it feels like over your glute. Last one. Good. Flex into the foot and lift. Ooh, that's different. Crazy how changing the ankle makes everything so much more complicated. Last one. Good. Point the toe and sickle the toe in now and lift. All the way up and all the way back down. Again, different. So now we're aiming for that shin, ideally, and really activating the bottom of your foot. Last one. Oh, good. Relax that down. Let's go the other side. Realign the hips. Knee comes up. Point to the toe. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lift it up. Good. Keep it going. You know, these ladies look calm while they're doing this, but they're actually assessing their body and internally cackling. And sweating profusely. We always laugh because it's fitness, but you can't smell us, so it works well. Last one. Good. Flex into the toe on the next one. All the way up and all the way down. Again, what does it feel like with a flex foot? Different. Harder. More in your calf. Good. Point the toe and sickle it in. All the way up and all the way down. What does that feel like? Wrong. It feels wrong. Dancers say it feels wrong. Last one. All the way up and all the way down. Nice. All right. Relax it out. Whew. Nice. We're going to go in for a little bit of a twist. Decide what leg is going first. Ready? Sit up nice and tall. Take one knee, cross it over your body. Get the heel in close to the hip as much as possible and lift up tall. Nice. Opposite arm comes over to the side. Free hand goes behind the hip as much as possible. Lift up tall. Inhale and exhale. Look over that back shoulder. Good. Ideally, you're using your body, not just your arm, to twist. Lift up through your back and turn actively. Good, and slowly come back through center. Woo! Other side. Realign your hips. Foot comes in nice and close. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Opposite hand comes right to that leg. Free hand comes behind the butt. Inhale, lift it nice and tall, and exhale, twist over. Use that body to lift up and twist. Last big breath. Good, and coming all the way back into center. Whew. All right, last quick drink of water. We're going in for our whole split sequence. Get ready. Choose what side you're going to start on. All right, pick a side, any side. One foot comes forward, and the opposite knee is a 90-degree angle. Good. Hands on either side of that foot. Take a big breath in and exhale, sink it down. So again, we're starting on our assessment point. What does this feel like? Ideally, you want that front hip back and back leg forward so you're squaring off those hips. Good, and start to pulse a little bit. Use the hands, dropping it up and down. Nice. Let's get a little bit more aggressive. Flex into the toe. Pulse, pulse, point. Pulse, pulse. Move it around. Flex, pulse, pulse, point. You're warmed up, right? We did all of the warm up for splits. So now is the time that you can start playing around to see how far you can push yourself. Not to the point of pain and uncomfort, but also kind of to the point of pain and uncomfort, right? You have to know the difference between something that's going to assist you in getting there and what's going to hinder your body. And those are instinctual. So feel them out. Good. Come back to neutral. No more open. So externally rotate through the ankle. Point through the toe. Internally rotate. And then pull it all the way back towards you. Good. Think about a full circle with the ankle, but not only with the ankle, also with the hip and knee. So as it's opening, dropping the hip and knee open and then pulling it all the way back into neutral. The hip's almost making that J and then all the way back up. Solid. All right, let's move it on. Coming back through neutral. Bend through the front knee. Hips are nice and square. Hands come to the front knee for stability. Make sure that you're stable. So you're keeping those hips square. The front foot's nice in place. Good. Hands come down to either side and straighten the front leg. Drop the chest down. We're going to go in for that bit of a flow, okay? Inhale, coming all the way forward. Bend through that front knee. Hands can come to the knee. Start opening slightly with that hip. Get coming back and through neutral, hands connect to the ground, straighten the front leg. Good, take it at your own pace, back and forth. Where you're looking to find bend, you need stability. So make sure that the legs are actually sturdy by the hips being square and your feet connecting to the ground. And then you can start exploring your back bend a little bit with tension from your hands. Good. Last push back. When you're done coming all the way forward, bending to the front knee, grab the back foot. Same arm, same foot in the back. Find some stability. So whether it's on your knee, whether it's on the ground, whether it's on a couch, it doesn't matter. And when you're ready, pull your heel into your glute. Breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands come down to the ground. We're going in for pigeon. Decide what type of pigeon you'd like today. Do you want it to be a 90-degree angle with your knee, or do you want to pull your knee in a little bit more? I find knee issues sometimes. You have a little bit more of an angle. It's a little easier. Front hip back hip forward. Hands come in front of you. Take a big breath in at the top. Exhale, slowly allow yourself down. And fold. So we're here for a good 40 seconds, so breathe it out. What do your hips feel like? Is it coming from the inside of your hip? Is it connecting outside of your hip? Good. Slowly start moving around into the hips. So maybe side to side, maybe dropping your chest up and down, whatever it is that you're playing around in. Good. And then walk it all the way back up. Woo! When you're ready, come on out of your pigeon. We're going in for full splits on the side that we just warmed up. Sliding out 3 times, coming back into alignment, holding, and then sliding it all the way back out. Ready? Set it up. If you have something slippery, putting it underneath you will assist your slide. You ready? Let's pull our hips nice and square. Hands come down on either side. 3 times. Take a big inhale to the top. Exhale, slide that front foot out. Lift up nice and tall with the chest. Good. Push into the ground, lift all the way back up. Square off those hips. Inhale to the top. Exhale, slide down into your splits. Lift up tall from that chest. Last one, all the way back up. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, slide it all the way down. Good. Hang out. Hands are there for support. If you have some good bend on you, opposite hand comes forward, opposite hand comes backwards, and this is the hard part, to not fall down. I mean, there's many hard parts to not fall down along the lines of splits. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back out. Woo. Out of splits you go. Tell your hip you love it. And then we have a whole other side. So let's start the other side. Chug, chug, chug. If you need some water before your long journey, feel free to as well.
I don't know what it is about you.
Alright, to the other side.
Some kind of way.
Good. Your knees at 90 degrees. Your opposite leg is forward, nice and straight. Hands on either side. Front hip back, back hip forward. Drop it down. Feel. How does that feel behind you?
I just want you to stay. I think I know what I mean. Come on, get lost with me. Don't let it go.
Good. Let's slowly start to move it around. Start to bounce up and down. Awesome, let's move it around. Flex into the toe and point the toe. Flex and point. And come back to neutral. We're going to rotate from the ankle. Open the ankle up, drop the knee open, point to the toe, and turn it all the way in. Full rotations with the ankle, full circles, but not only with the ankle, also with the knee and hip. So thinking about dropping that hip open in a J and then scooping it back up. Adding that hip is just that extra cherry on top. Good, come back through neutral. Let's go in for a bit of a flow, bending through that front knee. Hands come to the knee, lifting up tall from the chest, open, light bend. Stable legs, good. Hands come down on either side, straighten that front leg. Hips come back. Good, let's flow. Inhale, coming all the way forward, bending through the knee, lifting up nice and tall. Slight back bend if you have some stability. Good, coming all the way forward, hand on either side and push it back. Take it at your own pace. Now this is where contortion starts to come into play. We're trying to really figure out how the stable part of our body, which is anything that's connected to the ground, can assist the active bend of our body. So once you find the base, everything else is fun. Good, last one, all the way forwards and all the way backwards. When you're done bending through the front knee, bend that back leg. Same arm as the back leg. Give it a good squeeze. Heel is pulled to butt. Decide, again, how your stability is happening. So is it a hand? Is it a hand on the ground? Is it a hand on the couch? Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow that foot down. Come into your pigeon pose. Whatever type of pigeon pose you'd like to do today, 90-90 split is also an option. Hips are nice and square. Front hip back, back hips forward. Take a big inhale at the top. And exhale, walk it all the way forward. Okay, we're here for a good 40 seconds again. So how does it feel? Start moving around in it. So moving hip side to side, maybe using your hands to walk around, whatever it is that makes it feel nice. Good, slowly walking those hands all the way back up. Realign yourself, make sure it's feeling nice. And when you're done, come on out. All right, we're in for splits. Split time. Na 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 na. Yeah, I like those faces. Everyone's like, oh. Slowly coming out. All right. Front hip back, back hip forward. You're sliding. Make sure you have something to slide on. Take a big inhale at the top. Exhale. Front leg slides out. Lift up tall through that chest. Good. Push into your hands. Inhale all the way back through center. Exhale, slide it forward. Open through the chest. Good. Hands push on either side. Last one. Take a big inhale at the top. Exhale, slide in. Lift up tall. Hold and breathe. If you have some good bending in opposite hand, come to this opposite leg. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up we go. Ugh. Yeah, make the noise. It helps. It does groan. It's like, ugh. It's all about just giving your hips the opportunity to groan. All right. We're going into middle splits. Ready? It's not a split class without middle splits. It's happening. Decide what type of middle splits you're doing. Is it a 90-degree angle into your froggies, or are you going to straighten your legs and drop down through middle? Ready? Decide your splits today. Ready? And slowly slide it in. Walk yourself down, ideally coming down onto your elbows. Breathe. Relax through your neck, focus on where your hips are. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way out. Ugh. All right, onto your back we go. We're going in for our end hip flexor relaxation, making sure everything's good. Feels nice. Come onto your back. Both legs nice and long. Good. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lift one knee up to the chest. Give it a big squeeze. And just seeing how that hip feels. Can you relax your butt down to the ground? Do you have anything in tension between your quad and your belly? One last big breath. And relax that all the way down to the ground. Woo. Let's go other side. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, lift that knee up. Give it a big squeeze. Relaxing through that hip as much as possible.
And where are you going?
Good. One last big breath. And bring the leg all the way back down. And because it's contortion and we did all this crazy bend, let's go into a small ball. That's half of contortion. Good. Bring your knees up to your chest. How tiny of a ball can you make yourself? So bringing your knees into your chest, bringing your forehead up to your knees. You want to crisscross your legs. You want to grab your feet. You want to grab the outside of your legs. Whatever it is, hold. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back down. Shannon, I like that variation of shoulder stand ball. All right. Well, I hope everyone had an amazing split class. And happy contortioning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Super appreciated. Bye.